All right. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Scum. And on today's episode, as usual, if you've not seen this episode I just dropped, go and see it because we don't want to spoil it for you. All right, let's get into it. I always will remain your humble host, Black Boy Vic, and with me is my partner in hosting. I would let her introduce herself. Yeah, we're waiting for you.
I'm Black Boy's partner in Scum detection.
What she said.
Hi, don't what she said. Don't what
go.
she said me.
Let's go.
Hi, my name is JP. We're here to detect and analyze Scum as per usual. And as usual, we have two beautiful guests with us here, and I would like them to introduce themselves.
My name is Retired Madman. And you?
My name is Tapsy.
Pass it to me, and you?
I'm so sorry.
Why should I
pass
do
it
what
back,
are you
pass it back,
passing
pass
Pass
by?
it first.
Pass it back.
Okay, so I'm passing to you.
No,
See,
was
and
I
you?
pass it to you?
Let me hear
And
everything you won't talk.
And you?
Thank you. All right, so let's
You are
get
not
let's
okay.
get
I'm
let's
sorry,
get into
before we
what
get into it, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you come across the name Retired Madman? Like, you used to be mad a couple of years ago.
People gave it to me and it started putting food on my table.
So when they give it to you because you were mad, like you were roaming the street,
No, I don't. I actually don't. See,
and when they gave you didn't ask them. Why do you think I was mad in the
there are
past?
some things that will happen that you are not the one responsible for it.
Are you always this
Now
calm
you
when
did
you speak?
decide, say, may you be Nigerian.
Are you always this calm when you speak?
Calm.
Like, if you were mad, how come you're calm? Okay, now that you're no longer mad, you're calm. Okay, Black Boy, please continue.
You know that mad people are some of the calmest people you ever meet.
Okay, 2-0.
They have their times. Sometimes they are very chilled and calm, and
True,
then one time
Sha.
they sparkle. Yeah, that's how they are.
That's true.
Me, my own is that. Are you sure he's retired?
Exactly. Are you sure it's retired?
Because maybe this is not a common shirt for here.
It make you not be saying, now wait, this calmness is the calm face.
Before the
and then
storm.
it brain goes,
Oh yeah, now.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no.
retired, actually. Retired, actually.
Okay. All right, now if you say so.
We'll
All right,
find
so
out, Sha.
talking
Me, I'm
about
still suspicious.
our episode, right? I feel like a lot is going on, and it's a very dicey one, if you ask me. I think there's a lot of levels to it. So the most obvious one, which is the issue of impregnating someone, and I mean we're adults, right? And if you have sex with someone, it's obvious that you know what can come out of it, right? So why at that point, what do you think is going through his head? Like the whole idea of, did he think that you have sex with her without condom and nothing will happen? Like, what do you think was the whole thought process behind him doing what he did?
I don't think there was any thought process.
according to what the girl said, she said, you said your pull-out game is strong. Men are convinced that their pull-out game is strong. And then for so many men, when they don't get women pregnant for a long time, they go around, the world
Trying to
thinking,
test it.
my pull-out game is strong. For people that think that your pull-out game is strong for like 10 years now, you're probably impotent. Go and check your sperm count. That's, by the way, gotta put that out there. But yeah, men are always convinced that their pull-out game is strong. And they stay with a couple of women and it doesn't get anything, and they believe that. You also know that God has been pitying you, and one day God will decide to punish you and show you pepe.
Okay,
And
thank you
that's what has
for
happened.
talking to men like that. Let me also talk to women. Why would someone tell you that their pull-out game is strong and you just lie and open your legs?
For this girl, if in general, I have a different answer. But for this girl, I think it's because she's illiterate. I'm not making excuses. No, we're answering the question realistically. I think she's illiterate. And even for people who are literate, I've just realized, and if we're judging based off the part of the world that we are in, Nigeria, sex education is a very secretive topic. Like our parents don't talk to us about it. They don't talk about it in schools. I've realized that even 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds don't know about contraception, don't know about protection. And I was in a car with my friends yesterday. I think you were there. And we're going, and somebody said that, I asked randomly that in Jos, if people walk into pharmacies and try to buy contraceptives or protection, that do they look at you with bad eyes? And you guys were like, oh yeah, if it's in your area. And one of the friends there was saying that there's a pharmacy beside her school, and that the lady there refuses to sell contraception to the students of the school. That's Nigeria
That's
for
such a
you.
bad
Which is
idea.
the most stupid thing. It's not
Like,
better to let them protect
literally.
themselves than to give them so many
'Cause now
unwanted
they'll just be like,
pregnancies
okay, so,
and
since we can't
unsafe
get it.
abortion. So I think it's the part of the world that we are in. Everybody still wants to have sex. Everybody still wants to. Because even in marriage, people are having unplanned pregnancies in marriages because their husband have said, and people joke about it on
But
TikTok
that's
now.
actually it. People just want to keep having sex. Because even now, like, we can't say, okay, just because she's illiterate, she doesn't know what to do.
Everybody
because
wants
at the
sex.
very least, she knows, okay, don't go out, don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
But because of that, you
Because,
must
like I said,
do.
even in marriages, a lot of women joke about. I've seen TikToks that say, my husband told me that his pull-out game is strong. Now look at the pull-out game result. Then they show us a 6-month-old son. And that's even those who are happily married. So, like, sometimes it's even unplanned because even married people still don't know much about contraception and protection.
I think
and men
female
tell you, don't
illiteracy
worry.
in particular it's something that is very deep, because now the situation that she has put herself in, the reason she's so easily able to trust his word, or rather, let me say one of the reasons, we don't know this babe's actual story, but is that in the way we're conditioned, leadership is equal to penis. Penis is equal to leadership. So if a guy, that's why this example you gave of her husband told her this, you just collect. You don't feel
He's the head
the
of the
need
home.
to
He's
do
my
your own
husband.
research, get deep into it.
I
You
was about
think
to say that.
way.
Like, you just think that he's my head. He's my leader. He knows what
Yeah.
he's saying. He can protect me. He can
Yeah.
take care of me. Half the time, he can't even control himself from coming. He doesn't even know when he wants to come, in fact. And he tells you that his pull-out game is strong. We've answered your questions. We have answers.
I think controlling pregnancy after ejaculation is easier than the pull-out game. Let me explain, because I'm talking from a personal point of view now. You see,
Point of view or personal experience.
personal experience.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, you see, I don't believe in using condoms. Honest.
May I ask why?
Why? Because if you use hand glove, you won't enjoy it.
Love that. Keep it going. I love today.
You understand? So
Yes, please.
it's easier to control it than I cannot be able to tell you that now that time when I dey enjoy them, that's when I'll pull it out. No. So, but because those promises need to be made to convince your partner, because you see, most times these are people you come in contact with for the first time. You don't expect that this is going to happen. So you must promise heaven and earth just to allow the thing
So
to
you're
happen.
lying to get...
And there are smart people that are controlling these things. It's just illiteracy that
So
are having
I have
issues
like
with
3
it.
questions
It
for
must not
you.
necessarily even
What
be
if
like,
you
it's
even
called
pull out and
romance
she's
in a lot of
impotent?
things.
That's waste of you understand? What if you even pull
Wait.
out and she's impotent?
Retired madman. I have like 3 questions.
That's 2-0.
From this short... It's in at 2-0.
What are you
From this
saying?
short thing you said, now I have like 3 questions for you. One, what do you mean by it's easier to control pregnancy after ejaculation? I need an answer.
There
You
are
want to touch medical
drugs
field
that
now,
are
GP.
contraceptive.
Okay,
There
that's
are
one.
things you
We
can.
need
Yes.
So
now.
you said sometimes these promises need to be made, which means you are lying to the person. Like, you know that you can't control the ejaculation, but you lie to her to say, I can control it so that she can go ahead and let you have sex without protection.
That is how the world has been
That's not what I
programmed.
asked you.
Every lady has been lied to.
Okay,
Yup,
2.
it's called
Yes.
romance.
3,
guys.
my love, just,
you
please,
understand?
just chill.
Sorry,
Number
I can't
3.
help you.
Who that promised Lamborghini recently?
Oh, yeah,
Every
now.
lady has been
Okay,
lied
now.
to.
So number 3, you don't want to use hand gloves to eat eba. The difference between eba and sex is that you won't get STD from eba,
No.
but you get STD from sex.
Let me explain.
Don't you personally
Let me explain.
fear STDs?
Let me explain. It's not about STDs. You can be protecting yourself. A clipper go still go give you what you dey fear from.
I love the way
understand?
you live life.
What I'm trying to say is that the energy you dissipate in convincing a lady to come and lie down in bed is too much for you to now start wearing glue. Bros, go use soap. Let me face.
You know the answer again.
Okay, I had one more question, but I didn't want to keep going. So I wanted you
Yeah,
to
because
continue.
it's very layered. It's very
Okay, so
deep.
I just want to make a comment on what both of you said. When I said, I think you said because the guy told the girl that, oh, his pull-out game is strong, and then you tried to say because there's no adequate sex education, and then in all these things, I didn't hear the part where you said, okay, the girl still has a choice to say no,
Oh yes,
regardless of
absolutely.
what the guy tells her.
Oh, I
Yeah.
die
I'm
on
the
that
best,
hill.
whatever it is, the girl still has it. She can say no.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Right?
Of
Yeah.
And
course.
obviously, we're not talking. We don't know what can happen after, but I'm just saying a girl can
Yeah,
always
she
say
can
no.
say no. Except he
Yes.
abuses her, she
Okay,
can
so
say no.
let's try and pipe down the whole. Because
No, we're not judging
if I
the
tell you-
men.
no,
You're
I'm
asking
coming.
why
If I
she
tell you
let
that-
it happen.
If I tell you like I'm going to do something right to you, right? Or if I tell you that I can do something, I've never seen me do it before. You agreeing to let it happen.
not the smartest
Whatever
decision.
happens after is on both of us. You get what I'm saying? It can't be just on me because I said I can do it. You get what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
I have something to ask.
Thank you. No. Thank you, Black Boy. Thank you. Because you see, people always look at these damages and then you just point at, one person and leave the
Now,
rest.
let's go to that
You
one
don't
person
look at the
conversation.
process. Just like he said,
Okay.
she has the option of saying no.
Now let's go to that one
But
person
there are
conversation.
lots that has been invested for her not to say
Now,
no.
let's go to
you
that.
You didn't check the process of buying fish and cold
Okay,
drink.
now. Oh yeah, now let's now go
It's
to
not
that.
that we're not
Just-
blaming
see,
her.
my
It's
darling,
that we
let's
have
now
to
go
focus on
let's
the
now go
initiator.
to this conversation that you just brought up. I wanted to say one thing for now, but now I have to say two things because now you brought in the efforts put into wooing her.
The investment.
Just wait now. The efforts put into wooing her. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with the same set of friends, and we're talking about ladies' body counts. So I told them that. So I think we asked Black Boy, at 18, does he consider a body count of 20 too much for a lady? He goes, of course, at 18. How do you do? Yeah. I'm like, well, what if she started having sex at 14? He's like, still. I'm like, this. So they asked. So I was explaining to them why I think that ladies' body counts increase when they are young. I told them that when ladies start to grow up, 25, 27, their body counts, at that point, they're no longer having sex insanely. It happens because when girls are younger, this is what men say to them, investment. Now, this is what, so when he said, why don't you say no? This is exactly my point. For younger, illiterate, naive ladies, this is not me blaming the men or defending the ladies. It's just me explaining it how I see it. Now, for younger, naive, illiterate ladies, a man says, after I bought you fish, after I bought you this, now you don't want to have sex because I don't have condom. And don't worry, you will use something, Joe. Because lady, now you tripped her into, I bought fish. I've
No,
convinced
he
you
won't even
to...
say it, though.
Yeah.
He won't say
In
it.
some
It's
cases,
her
he
conscience
said-
that will be judging her.
Exactly
because
my
the
point.
pepper will still be
Now,
in her
women,
mouth.
like
Her
you
conscience
said,
is not coming
and like
from
you s-
nowhere.
And like, God
There's
bless
a
you.
larger thing
Baby girl,
that
like
is
you said,
bringing
you
it
said that
together.
that's how we are conditioned. He's the
Yes.
head. He owns the penis. The
Yes.
same thing that happens in marriages. There was the conversation about marital rape on X recently.
Yeah.
And a lot of men
That
kept
was
saying
insane.
there's nothing like marital rape. If I've married you, you're obligated to give me sex. Now look at that situation where he doesn't want to use protection, but he's your husband. Now, yes, you can't say that in marriage, for example. You can't say you can tell him no. It now becomes, I married you, I paid bride price. Why must I use condom with you, my wife? Even for men who cheat actively. Now, keep in mind that this is your conversation about contraceptives. You do realize that contraceptives don't always work, right? That's why they advise that you use protection first. There are 1 million women who have used contraceptives, and God will say, this child shall be yours. Contraceptives don't always work, so you're still taking a risk anyway. Which brings me back to the other conversation. A woman can only get pregnant max that is even mad twice in a year. You can impregnate 100 different women
Sowing your wild oats.
every day for 365 days for the rest of your years on earth. Somehow you think that you shouldn't use protection, but it is those 100 women that should be using contraceptives every time. Keeping in mind that contraceptive might not work.
And I
Another
also
person
want
will
to point
answer
out how
that.
this is all about male pleasure a lot of the time. It doesn't feel good to them, so they don't feel like
Yes,
it's
that's the
necessary
only thing.
to take that extra
That's the
step.
only reason.
Well,
And
are we
for
talking,
me,
about protection?
Yes, and for
that's
me,
literally
it's
the only
extra.
reason. They don't think about
Another
anything
point
else.
is how
Topsy.
for them it's easier. A woman is more vulnerable in that condition. So even how do I say it? Like, it's easier for ladies to get whatever it is that's spreading. There are some that are dormant in the males as
Yeah,
well.
males-
and
okay,
then
so-
come
males
back.
carriers.
So
So-
there's a
So,
lot
Topsy,
of
my work here, right,
Everybody is
is to always
vulnerable.
balance everything I said.
necessary. Go ahead.
You said that it's for male pleasure. The male will tell
I
you
said
that
it's primarily centered around male pleasure.
Okay, good. So where did you get that finding from? Because from my own personal
not
experience,
sex, so
JP, I'm
condom.
coming.
No,
I know
okay.
what she said. From my own personal experience, when it comes to sex, right? When it comes to protection, condom. Let me just say clear, condoms, right? I've seen more women say they don't like it than. Well, I don't have sex with men, but like I've seen more women say they don't like it. Like I've seen more women say they don't like it to me.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They
Okay.
prefer it raw. So you're now saying that it's primarily on male. Like how did you come to that
Black boy.
conclusion?
Consider this ratio. Now you're saying
And chill. Now, even my friends, like female friends I talk to, always
Yes.
say that, oh no, they genuinely truly
Black boy, can I say
don't-
something
I'm
to
coming.
you?
No, wait,
They
let me say-
genuinely truly don't like it with. So how did you come to that conclusion?
okay, so now by what you're doing is you're pulling down one particular ratio. So now the group of people I'm talking about is the women that already know what they want to do with their body and how they want to approach all their sexual relations. So I'm saying a woman, like let's say there are 20 women who they have sex education, they know how they want to live their lives, etc. 20 of these women, they tell the man, oh, we have to use protection, a lot more men would insist that they don't
Let me
want
say
You
something.
get, so I'm saying like you're bringing a whole different
Tapsi,
Okay,
Black
chill.
boy,
Can I
you know,
talk? Can I
when you
talk?
yesterday
Tapsi,
when
I'm
you
coming.
said-
Let me answer you. I'm coming, Tapsi. Just like you have women that think that they know what they want to do with their body, I want you to know that there are men out there that don't have sex without condom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black
There
boy.
are plenty men that don't have
I'm
sex
not
without condom.
denying the
And my,
difference.
so my point is, just as you think, oh, there are women that think, oh, they know what to do, they do what they want to do with their bodies, and they want to protect themselves in a way, and they are being forced by men. There are also men that also don't want to have sex without condom, and the women are. So it's a two-way thing.
I
Okay,
don't
Black
disagree,
boy.
but I don't think that's the
Let
majority.
me
Why
also
don't-
say
is there-
something.
is there a research? How
Black
did you
boy,
get to
okay,
that
Black
point?
boy, hold on. When we, in the previous episode we had a conversation and we have to mention about what gender after sex tends to say. What are we? And we had 2 guys and 2 girls on that episode, and it was unanimously agreed that the women are the ones who say what are we more generally. At that time, we didn't ask for research. We all believe that. Wait, no, I'm saying something.
Please, we can't
We
even
all
give
believed
research.
that based off what we know from everybody's experiences,
Yeah.
it's women that say that more.
Yeah.
Based off this conversation. And of course, in that case, like when I brought out my own explanations, when I said some things that men had said to me, they were in awe and were like, okay, yes, they are the.
They can
yes,
see.
there will be some men
Yeah.
that would be the women supposedly in that situation. Which brings back to this conversation. Yes, there may be a few women that say they don't like condoms, but a lot of times, out of our own research, don't say which research has been done, out of our own research, it is more likely that men say they prefer not to use condoms. Then, of course, there will be a few women in every aspect of
Like,
life.
okay,
So that's
me,
that's
I
based
think
on
there
that's
should
based on
always
the
be-
experiences,
there
Our
right?
research.
I want to marry. I want to
Mostly
marry.
men.
Minus experiences, there should always be research to back it up. But the reason that I feel like it's very hard to have a conversation about balanced anything when it comes to gender is that there's just too much history of female oppression. We live in this society that is patriarchal, that is capitalist, that is racist or tribalist.
So we can't
and
know that
is-
research should be genuine
So-
and honest and
Yes,
accurate.
until very
No, that's-
recently,
no,
there
no,
were
no,
so
no, no.
many
Any-
things that
women
were
can
not
carry out
found
research,
out
it
about
does
the
it.
female body
will
because
have
there were
to ask
only
both
male
men and
scientists
female.
focusing
See.
on male issues.
Talking about the female body, I want you raised something that you didn't finish. Let me draw your attention back to it. We talked about body count, and then for the female gender, while they're growing up, 16 from 14, though now from 9, 6, 7, you understand? But from 14, you say their body count tends to be higher than when they are
Actually older.
good. You didn't even explain to us why, but let me explain
I
to you.
explained now. I give you a reason, but
Let me
continue.
give you another reason why. You see, when they are younger, they want to explore.
Oh my God. So men don't want to
So
explore.
it's easier. They are the ones even putting pressure on the men.
14-year-old girls.
I'm telling you, you can defend your own area. It's my own
14-year-old
area I'm
girls are
talking
in
about.
SS3,
The area
are
I
in
grew from,
SS2.
you cannot come and tell me that it's not the area
What
I grew
SS1
from. But what
girl
I'm
is
telling you,
putting pressure
when
on?
they are
Just
getting
listen to what he's
older,
saying. Listen to what he's saying.
listen, when they are getting older now, the pressure from family, that time they start saying, Omo, I need to define this thing I'm doing. That's why you're saying, they will be saying, what are we after? Because that time, they don't do a shebi tire.
So
you
JP,
understand? So they need to be selective with who come to marry and who come to just enjoy himself. You need to just agree with us that this
But
is what...
JP, what do you want to
JP,
say?
let me
Because
say
I don't have
can
to
Let me
agree
add.
with this.
Let me add.
I can
I don't have
JP,
to agree
Now I
with
don't
JP.
agree with you too.
That's okay. That's your
JP,
opinion, but I don't have to agree
Listen,
with
JP,
you.
let me say something, right? You said what SS2 or what SS3 girls are doing that. Let me
I'm
say- let me-
putting pressure,
So, yes,
not having
yes,
sex.
I'm putting pressure,
I'm
yeah.
pressuring men.
Yeah.
I know. Let me answer you. So, I don't know if... Okay, so now, first of all, I want to say that, right? Young boys and young girls, that's adolescent, that age, right?
Yes.
They're just finding out about like their bodies and
Yeah.
stuff. So already there's that urge for them to indulge, both sexes though. But talking about the girls now, I can't count how many times where, for example, now in secondary school now, a young guy, goes to teach, right? And young girls are writing letters to those guys. These are stories that we see every day.
Is that pressure
In
to
fact,
sleep
I'm
with
coming
her?
now. Let me land.
To sleep with the
Let me
coppers,
land.
ba? Yeah.
They write letters to the couple saying they love them, they like them, and stuff like that. Just because it doesn't say I want to sleep with you doesn't mean that if the couple indulges them, they will not make that move. So my point is,
So
JP,
that's
is
the
that
definition of pressure.
I'm giving you an
No.
example. It's an example.
Is that an example of pressure?
Yes, that's
It's
part of it.
Writing
pressure now.
love letters as an
You are,
adolescent.
so do you know what you're doing? You are
Is it an
selectively
employment
downplaying what I
letter?
said.
It's
That's not what I
pressure
said.
now.
Adolescent,
It's
please.
pressure now.
Every
Which one is adolescent?
Boys write letters, girls
They
write
wrote the
adolescent
letter for- is it
exuberance.
AI that-
How is that
who wrote the
pressure?
letter?
See,
That's a
It's pressure.
I
It's
can
AI.
agree that
It's
it's
pressure
adolescent
and-
exuberance.
That's not pressure. You can't define that
but
as
we're
pressure to
not
sleep
in
with
a
me.
place where people
It's rape
feel
in
like,
another form. If you
Do you hear when I
Oh
said,
my God,
JP,
no, don't
JP, did you hear when I said,
See,
if the couple indulges them and it goes further than that, where did the first step come from? The girls.
That the step came, but that's not pressure. You can't
You're
make
not,
that an
listen,
example
listen,
of
to why,
pressure.
listen to me again.
It's a
Listen
step,
to
but
me
it's not
again.
an example
what
of
do you
pressure.
mean by pressure? I'm lost where the pressure talk is coming in. Because me, what I got from it is that basically,
He specifically said even those 14-year-old girls are the ones that pressure men to sleep with them.
and that's why I don't understand why you're disagreeing. Honey, young girls can get crazy.
Oh my
just as
God.
It
guys.
happens. I don't
God-
understand
God bless you.
where actually
God
something
bless
that
you.
happens
Yes.
always
Drink
everywhere.
for this thing you said.
I want to believe that this is
God bless
happening
you.
in the part of the world where you people grew up. Oh.
No, it's not where we grew up. It's
No,
not- it
No,
happens
that's my
everywhere.
only. That's
It's
the only
an
way I'm
And I'm telling you, it's not. It happens
So
everywhere.
adolescent boys don't pressure women.
Why are you
Can
making it about boys
say
and
it?
girls? Why are you doing that?
So they are telling
You guys,
us.
this is the
if we
patriarchal shit we're
complain-
talking about.
No!
Somehow a woman
Oh,
has to be
Jesus
blamed
Christ.
for everything. A 14-year-old
Guys,
girl
wait,
is
JP, calm
pressuring
down.
men to
Wait,
sleep.
let me say
The
something.
fuck?
Let me say something, guys. Did you
I
hear when
don't
I
think
said
we're
both
understanding
sexes?
each
Did I say
other
that?
right now.
And
I
they're
said
not telling
both
me that when they now
sexes.
get to 25, they don't so much Ashwebi, so they are
Can you
defining.
listen? JP,
That
can
just
you
sounds very
listen?
fucking misogynistic.
Can you listen?
Everything is laced
Can
in
you
misogyny.
listen?
He's not trying to
You have said
balance
the
it.
perfect
But it's
sentence.
not-
Pay attention
Everything
now.
is laced in misogyny.
But it's not
and now
in
we
this
can move
particular
on.
way you're saying
Because
it. Like
that
in
that
this
you-
particular case, what is happening now, right? Like now that he's saying, "Oh, these young girls pressure this thing," we're not saying that the guys don't pressure.
I literally
girls.
said
And
both
even
guys and
more.
girls do it, but you
So
picked
that's
where I
not
said
what
girls.
we're
Why?
disputing.
No, I picked what he said. I'm
No,
not
but
picking what
I
you
said
said.
guys
That's
and
not
girls,
what
young guys and young
That's
girls
what
do
he
it.
said. I picked what he said, not what you said.
But
I'm
first
responding
what
to
she's
him.
saying, a fellow a
Guys,
female like
let
you,
me land.
who must have written letters when she's growing
You
up.
see, this is why women don't
She's
support
telling
women.
you now.
Because they'll now use you as the point of contact to drag
Let
other
them use
women.
me, oh.
A fellow
Let them
woman
use
like
me.
you.
no.
Because which woman
Just
has
because he
not
said what he
become
said
a
doesn't mean what she said is
prostitute
wrong now.
before?
Just because he
There's
said that
nothing
doesn't mean what she
can
said is
touch a
wrong.
woman because we've all been called the most horrible things.
This is
so
the
it's
it's
not
still a
something
problem.
that
I don't like that we're accepting. We've all been called horrible
What are we
things.
expect-
So nothing is touching us. Why shouldn't anything touch
Yes,
us? We have
because the more
feelings.
we get
Why are we normalizing it that we've been
Okay,
called
wait,
horrible
listen.
It's
things?
not
Listen,
normalizing
JP.
it,
My
it's
point is, you
reclaiming
brought
it.
women support you, and
It's
I'm trying to tell you
saying-
that just because he said what he said
I agree with her.
doesn't nullify what she's saying.
No, I
And you
didn't.
guys
It doesn't
have not even
nullify
let me
it.
land since.
Land.
It doesn't nullify what she said.
Let it play land.
Okay, so now, but I was agreeing with the whole. There's pressure from both sides. I agree, but I'm still not. I still don't agree that the pressure is equal. First of all, but I do know that definitely there will be young girls that are actively seeking out sex, right? And nothing wrong with that. It's literally the age. The actual problem is the education behind it or lack thereof. Because how these things play out, especially if you're coming from a religious home, is repression. And the minute that you find out that you can get away with doing something that you naturally desire to do without anybody, you go for it, you go hard for it. So that's the actual issue.
This is
Okay.
that's
May
that.
God bless
That
you.
is
Amen.
the
Yeah,
actual
everybody's
issue.
praying for you.
That is the actual issue.
All right,
That's-
so guys,
that's
let's go back to our episode, right?
Okay.
It's something we need to talk about before we round up. So I think one other part of this episode is the fact that his sister,
Oh
which
my
is
God.
supposed to be religious, right?
Yes.
Because we saw her praying. I've been listening to prayers before he walked in. He comes, he tells her, "Oh, I got this lady pregnant. I'm trying to convince her to take it out, but she's not listening to me. Please talk to her for me." And then after just doing one or two, she still goes like that. Now is she threatening her?
She said she's
offered her
not
money.
yes,
She's giving her
some fast
conditions.
cash.
paying her off.
Okay, she's
Yeah.
paying her off.
Indirect threat.
Wait, but did she ask her to take it out?
No, there's no threat. There wasn't
No,
a
she
threat.
was-
She
she
said
she'll-
he won't marry you. And if you choose
Oh.
not to get rid of the baby, she didn't even say
We'll
get. She just said if you
compensate you.
choose not to get rid of the baby after he won't marry you, we'll take care of the child, we'll compensate you, but you're not a part of this family. There
So the
was
sister
no
just
threat.
wants her out of their
Yes.
lives.
There was no threat to life. There was no if you
So-
do something, we'll fuck
So
you
guys,
up.
is that wrong? Like, is that...
That's enabling behavior.
Okay.
And it's a problem for me because, first of all, when we tend to enable bad behavior a lot from men in our society, and I don't want to make it a gender thing.
No, I
but
I
it
agree with
really
you,
is.
I agree with you.
And then it's unfortunate for me because I'm I always identify as feminist first, right? So for me, it's very upsetting when you see women uphold the very structures that we claim oppress us, right? If we actually can see that, then we can really move forward in breaking those things down. But now what she has done is enable his behavior, and he's going to feel very comfortable doing that and even more, and God knows what.
Okay, so I have a question, right? And just a yes or no answer. I will ask, like everybody's going to answer. Do you guys think that women are the biggest enablers of patriarchy in the society?
Biggest enablers,
Yeah,
no, but
okay.
they certainly are.
Okay.
Yes.
So men are the biggest enablers?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think?
I'll not just say yes or no, but see, we must first of all agree that women don't like women. If you admit that fact, then you understand halfway what we're trying to. Women don't like women.
Before I admit to anything, I have to bring a precursor. I would say women don't like women because in the structure of patriarchy that has been created, you need a man to be okay. Think of it in all the senses of being okay. You need a man. So we've made men the competition, the prize. So you cannot see your fellow competitor as a friend. That's why it's a problem. Not that genuinely women are just born to naturally hate each other. I think women are naturally born to commune, to be together, to form.
So I'm taking
See you are begin like
that.
that is big English. Let me face you. Like now you are the like pass.
As I don't sabi English.
Finish. Tell I'm sharp.
Sharp. I feel very insulted because I'm trying to dial it down. If I say medical practitioner now, they say it's too much. Today I say make I didn't try. They say I know sabi English. Me I go take offense. I go walk off this set though.
Take offense, please.
He say now you I go like. Wait, hey.
Is this girl that we watched that you like to, Abi?
No, so you see, you people are already trying to divert it to look as if even on set, men they pressure women more.
The men that always have this rebuttal of, oh, but I wouldn't do that. I want you to know you're not the majority. That's why it's still a problem. That's why when we're talking about it, we can't help but be passionate, but be angry, but be upset. You are not the majority.
I get you.
Yes. Until that majority fixes up, we're staying angry. We're staying upset. And we're staying finding solutions for how to move things forward.
So what about you? What do you think?
I have no comments.
Okay. All right. So
Wait, what does she mean? She has no
do you remember the question I
That's
asked?
why we should not get into it.
Oh yeah. I remember, of course, I remember the question you asked. The only thing that I like that she like something I really agree with, and I'm glad that she said, it's not that women hate women. It's just that honestly, women have been conditioned to see men as the prize.
Yeah.
So it's not even like they see the other woman as the enemy. They are just conditioned to protect the prize first, to hustle for the prize first, at whatever
If you
know,
feel like it's a
whoever's
scarce resource.
ox is God, at whoever's what's it called? It does not matter as long as I can get the prize. Then every other thing can come after. I think that's what it is. But based off biggest enablers of patriarchy. Okay, comment. I think that men are actually the biggest enablers of patriarchy.
Okay.
If they didn't have that community of enabling patriarchy, it would not be as bad as it is today. It's just that there's a lower quantity of women, but the quality of their enabling is they are when the few women that enable, when they enable, they do a good job at enabling. There are not so many, but the quality of their work at enabling patriarchy is quality.
Yes, and I agree with her.
Premium
It's because this is what the
enabling.
society has.
So they're not a lot, but premium enabling.
Okay.
But men have quantity. That's what they have. All of them. And men see themselves at the prize as well. So they don't need to battle with their fellow.
Yeah.
They all come together
They know the game.
and battle us.
Okay. All right. So we've come to the point where we'll just individually say who we think is like the biggest scum in what we just saw. So I think we have just two major competitors. The guy
who got her pregnant
and the sister
who is enabling him.
So Madman, sorry, retired Madman. Who do you think is the biggest scum, the sister or the guy?
I think I'll go with the guy because the sister is just following his wishes. I'll go with the guy because when you say you are a man, you should be in control of whatever is happening naturally. You see, I always draw analysis from my personal life. I'm serious, and I'm saying this because people where don't come up belay for me. It's not a proud thing to say, but I always console myself thinking those children where they don't come out for be armed robber for this life. So
You guys said I don't
I am
want to
happy
laugh.
for what happened because I'm keeping the society safe.
What if they for be wait. What if they for be
This is giving
president
Nigeria
or richest
fame.
man in
No,
Africa?
no. That's what I'm telling you. I don't need to think like
guys
you
are not for
because
once,
it's a way to console
Because
you don't
myself.
think- okay.
Everybody
Okay.
thinks that their child will be the president. This is somebody who has
You
said,
understand?
what if it's the opposite? What if my child kills the president?
Yes.
Maybe your child would have helped us kill.
Nah, wait till I just
Eh?
think. be
Maybe your
that
child
it.
would have.
So when it happens, you find a way to console yourself to say, Omo, this person would not allow anybody sleep in this society. Thank God for that.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry to say this, but that's how I see it.
did
And as a man who is in charge, and the pregnancy is still in its early stage, take charge. Convince. There are ways you can. If you can convince person to do raw, if you convince them, tell and say, see, I promise you, I've done that before with the japa, and they no go give you visa if this belle show. So we need to remove this to enable the but that's the truth.
I have a question to ask you.
So when you convince
Do you
them,
have-
they come out and
What you go up to Japa?
especially ugly people, they're stubborn.
I have a
There's-
question.
The belle no dey even show even for 8 months.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Jesus. But I have a question to ask you
console
though.
yourself.
Do you go through life without any fear? Because one, you're big on contraceptives for women. Keep in mind that a condom has no hormonal influence on you. A condom will do nothing to you. Contraceptives 9 out of 10 times have effects on women's health. Not for people that think that they will not get pregnant again, they will get pregnant. But it has other effects, fucks with their hormones, whether emergency contraceptives or regular contraceptives. You don't worry about that based off our conversation. Now, you're pro-abortion. There's no judgment with that. But do you go through life without fear of anything? Like, you don't seem to be scared that with abortions, there could be loss of life, there could be loss of womb, there could be infections after. Like, I feel like you're a person who goes through life without fear. This is not a judgmental question.
Yes,
This is
no.
I'm asking, I'm
I
curious.
love that.
It was when he
And
was
you are
mad.
the
Was
first
your former
person
life?
asking me.
Yeah, when you
Is it when you were mad?
But see, no. Like I said, the person lodged for hotel. They wait for me as we dey talk.
Oh, right now
this.
like this.
So it's not a
Production,
throwback.
where you
oh.
guys find
Oh, no,
the
actually,
grace?
president,
It's
na
not a
president.
throwback.
Production.
It's not a
People
throwback.
need to be allowing the host
But-
to get guests before you bring them.
Me, I think it's a throwback gist
No,
they give
it's
us.
not a throwback.
Oh, yeah,
It's not a
wait, so you do
throwback.
go
Let
through
me
life without
explain.
fear?
You
Yes.
ask a question. It depends on how you configure your mind.
Okay.
You understand? The early stage of pregnancy, there is no life involved.
The mother's life.
No, he
Yes.
means the conception.
I tell
of
you,
the-
say any mama don't die for my life before.
So,
you
but
understand?
the
That's what
fact
I'm
that-
telling you. It's a gamble, and nobody
So
don't
what
die.
happens
So
if you
let's
if
start
somebody
talking
aborted for
when
you?
one person died for my
So
hand.
that's what I want to ask you now. If I had an abortion for you today and I died, would it change how you see life moving forward, abortions wise and stuff like that?
See, I always listen to my instinct. If you
Okay.
go die after abortion, I go no.
Okay.
Okay.
You
And
answered the
nothing go make
question.
me
Alright.
lodge you.
All right.
Okay, all right, Tapsi. Tapsi. Who do you think
Nothing will make me lodge you.
Who do you think is the
See, I
biggest?
don't even know where to
Who
start
do you
from
think is
that.
the biggest in episode we just watched?
The biggest scum in the episode we just watched is the man. Not taking responsibility for yourself, not holding yourself accountable. It's weak, it's pathetic, and any seed that comes from that is not going to grow too well.
Yeah,
That's
because
it.
the father is pathetic, the mother is an.
No, I don't
Okay,
think
all
that's
right,
the mother.
okay, all right.
That's not what I said.
Okay, all right.
I want to answer this question, but I want to, before we round up, I want to throw another question. So maybe you guys can answer since you've answered this one. So, okay, let me answer my question first. In my opinion, the woman is the biggest scum. Because the guy doesn't take responsibility and that was stupid of him. But as a woman, it is a horrible thing to do, to take your brother's side. And although in her defense, she didn't particularly threaten the girl or anything. That's the only reason why I'm not overly upset with her. Like, she went
Yeah,
about it the
compared
right
to
way.
other
She just said, oh, we
situations.
won't marry you. I'm not forcing you to abort. I'm just letting you know that we won't marry you. Whatever you decide to do after is okay. However, I don't think that it's a good thing that she chose to enable her brother's actions. She should have told him, you did this, take responsibility. If you could have been distracted by her banging body and ignored her illiteracy, whatever happens from here on out, don't make it my responsibility to sort out the situation for you. And that's why I think she's the biggest scum. You shouldn't enable bad behavior. But I'd like to ask my other question. What if, and this is something that I know happens in real life, what if the sister's involvement is not for the sake of her brother? Because if this were the exact situation, my brother comes to me, I don't want to marry her. Because if it were just like this, I would not get involved. I'm like, you did this, sort it out. But in this other thing this scenario that I want to paint, I think I might get involved. This is my question. If you know that your brother would treat that girl horribly, you know that if she stays with him, she would not be happy. She would suffer. If she stays, they get married, they are forced to get married, they are forced to keep the baby and all of that. You know that your brother would make that girl suffer. And you just think of her as, I don't think you deserve this. Like, as a fellow girl, if you can avoid this now, I think you should. Do you think it would have been right for the sister to get involved in that situation? Because when it comes to bad marriages in Nigeria, we have two kind of mother-in-laws and in-laws in general. They are the ones, and even your own mothers, they're the ones that tell you, it's your husband's house. Even if he's cheating, as long as he comes back to the house, just stay there. Even when he gives them HIV, they say, I give you HIV, but he has apologized. Just stay. But then there are in-laws who tell you, I've had an ex-boyfriend's sister tell me, listen, he's my brother. I would love him no matter what. But if you were my sister, I would tell you not to stay. Yeah. And I appreciated that so much. Like, she stood with him to the end. He's my brother, I don't want any harm to come to him. Yes, I'm upset that he did what he did, but like, he's my brother. However, if I'm separating you and I'm looking at you as my own sister, if he wasn't my brother, I would ask you to leave. So yeah, that's my question now. If the sister knew that this girl would suffer and all of that, do you think it's right for her to get involved? Or are we still on the thing of whatever it is, she shouldn't get involved, she shouldn't enable?
I thought of that angle too, because of her not saying this girl should just go away. Bringing up that option of saying, okay, if you decide to do this, we'll still live, but we'll take care of it and all that. I thought of that angle too, because I was expecting a harsher, if there's a word, approach. Yeah. But she was giving her a subtle landing that if you don't want to do this, I think it's another way, it's a disguised way of saying,
of caring for her.
Let's see her side. It's better not to. But when you are scared that the person will steal out of love, as an illiterate, go and tell that person, your sister said I should leave you. So you just find a smarter way to just say, okay, so
you have
grab
options.
this opportunity and go. So I thought of that angle too while watching, watching it.
What do you think?
I think as far as we've already agreed that what she did was enabling, because that's her getting involved. It's just the flip side of it, right? So definitely. And, it's something that one would really hope that's how everybody would think about it, right? So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And you? Since I really like, and you?
Just exactly what they said, man. Like exactly what they said. I think I'm in line with what they said. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So who do I think is the biggest scum among both of them, right?
That's what I said, and
both
you?
of them are actually, they were very scumful in this episode. Both of them, the sister and the guy.
I'm so sorry. There's no word I've not heard on this podcast. There's scummious, there's scumful, there's scummish.
They have a verb, and it's left to us to create.
I like scummious so much.
Yeah, so both of them are very scumful, but I think I will give it to the guy, man, because just like you said, it's pathetic, it's weak fact. So I think he's the biggest scum.
So am I a bad person if I don't really deep what the guy did so much?
No, you are not. JP, you are not.
But
you are used to
you are not.
It seems so easy because that's how it is.
It's been enabled for so long, right?
He wasn't thinking about anything. It's just vibes now.
Okay.
I'm banging body. All right. So thank you very much for coming and discussing this with us.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, we didn't ask them at the beginning how good they think they are at scum detection. Let me still ask you, how good do you think you are at scum detection? Do you think you are good at detecting who is scum, at being able to tell that, black boy is scum, JP is scum? Like, do you think you are good at being able to tell?
I'm not good at that.
Oh, I like your honey. You're the first guest that we've had that has told us I'm not good at detecting scum.
I'm not good at that.
Lodge. Your own has to lodge. Convince. Your own no pass like that.
I'll lodge my complaint.
Your own no pass like that. Do you think you are good at detecting scum?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so Black boy, what do we think? He has been honest, so I feel like he.
So it's me
he
that is not
detect
being
me
honest.
small. Just
that's not
detect
what I
me
mean, that's
small.
not what I mean.
Digress, detect
Black
me.
boy, what I mean is that with him, I feel like he doesn't even want to get involved in this calm conversation. He just want to live life. But that's what I mean by honest. Like,
So life.
so he just one day. So do we think that she is pretty skilled
Yeah,
at it?
no, I feel like from her analysis, I think
Yeah, I think
she has it.
she's probably the
Thanks,
person who
guys.
She has
has
it, yeah.
impressed me the most with
has it.
Oh, you guys are
her
impressed.
For him, just like I
section.
said, I think him is just
If I
vibes. He doesn't.
support women,
I see this guy just want the
His
lodge.
vibes, his vibes, his vibes.
You know, pass to lodge.
but not
vibes.
even like that.
Okay.
You
No wahala.
understand?
We know they judge
as
you. We
careless
listen, we don't
as
judge.
careless as I am.
You're not even careless. I think you're actually meticulous in a weird way.
Any word where you call her, don't bury people where they
But
careful.
say you don't hear, say
Okay.
I be English now.
All right, Tapsy and retired madman.
Wait,
Thank
wait,
you very
sorry.
much.
Before you close, I want to give a tip. Since you guys have complimented me now, that my Scum detection game is on key.
Okay.
Ladies,
The glasses have to
yeah,
come up for this.
It's very serious. So if you want
okay.
to detect Scum, don't be scared to look people in the fucking eye.
Okay.
Look
Alright.
at them. You will know.
Okay.
Good luck, everybody.
I feel like this is the perfect game.
All right, that's
to
nice.
this
That's
spot.
nice.
No,
Roast
you don't
that
have to put
fish,
round up
feet
again. Maybe
blind
just
your-
cut
no wahala.
camera like this.
No,
If you listen to roasted fish, if you listen to roasted fish, madman, they always
no. Roasted fish is
You know
this.
he already
Now
has
waiting would they
somebody
use
lodged,
where
so
you
he has
put pepper
others.
and chips for the side, and person they take
That day
am.
we talk chimps and pepper for this for this movie. Be like you don't jam that.
Once
day
the
for-
pepper don dey reach your brain, nothing you go talk.
Hell,
Wey no
Jesus.
go work.
Okay.
Please round
All
up.
right. Thank you very much for coming with that madman and Tapsy. I hope no one has any interruption again.
No.
Thank you. All right. So make sure you catch this episode if you've not seen it, and make sure you always look out because we're dropping more episodes. Thank you very much, and till you see us next time. Peace out.